Okay. What up?
What's going on with you? Coco, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you, Coco.
Are you serious?
Now
We
we
hear you now,
can.
Oh,
Coco.
okay. I was about to get upset a little bit. Uh-oh. I don't want no difficulties on my end. Are we waiting for folks to get in the room? Are they coming in or coming
They
in?
coming in. Let's get it
Did y'all go
popping.
live?
They
Okay. I
coming.
didn't.
They coming.
Did y'all push live so I can share it? Because I don't want to start without, going
It's on
live.
my page. Go to my personal page. I just reposted it. Or you can go to Root Access Live.
Absolutely. While y'all waiting, we're going to go live, but I'm going to introduce the show before we do anything. Anyway,
You always try to sing every week, and
I
it's
know y'all
I
can't wait.
guess it gets a little better every
Wait till
week.
I get this record deal.
I
But
guess.
anyway, hey everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome to Root Access Live. We are your hosts. I am yours truly, your girl Coco. I got my brothers with me, Root and Jinx, and we got another dope show for y'all tonight. Of course, it's going to be heart wrenching, and then we're going to take it up just a notch. But we got the cops in Aurora, so sad with the 6-year-old kid. We got the kids going back to school in Georgia. We got Shaheem Mackey, President Clinton, President Trump, uh, the reigning queen, Miss Kamala Harris, rapper J. Cole. We're going to talk about Black is King, B7, and more. We don't have any guests tonight, though, guys, but that's all right because we're gonna talk about some things tonight, and y'all gonna be in tune. But anyway, thanks for tuning in tonight. Let's go through our social media drill as we usually do. If you are new here, welcome to Root Access Live. Please
Welcome.
like and subscribe to all of our platforms. Also, hit the share button right now if you are watching. And remember, we are engaged. This is live, so all questions, comments, and concerns can be put right here or email to rootaccesslive@gmail.com. But remember, this is all our opinion, so we get to do and say anything we want. But anyway, let's just get right into it. So what y'all want to do? Y'all want to go? Y'all been walking all day? What y'all been doing all day? What's on your feet? How you feeling? You laughing? What you laughing at?
Ladies first. Ladies
Ladies
first.
first? All right, well, I could do that. I could do that. I've been walking all day. That's why I said that. I went to IKEA this morning and I wanted to take it down just a notch. And I didn't play with y'all last week and I seen y'all bought some heat, but I'm gonna do it to y'all this week. I got
Ooh.
Come on. I'm taking
Yeah,
over.
we got to see all. Are those gold?
these are gold. Do I need to
We got
turn
to
the
see all
light
that
on?
glory.
These are gold
Gold
metallic
97s.
gold 97 with the red.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, the
Those
varsity
are nice. Yes,
varsity
yes,
red.
yes.
This how I'm doing it today. Relax,
Those are
very
mean.
relaxed. I needed to have something comfortable on my feet to walk around, and y'all know I'm a classic girl, so I like to keep.
Those are mean. I like those.
I think I'm taking over with these Air Max themes. I think y'all finally catching the drift because
Hold
last
on.
week,
Nah.
last
You not.
week,
Remember, I bought out the money green 97s back 6 weeks ago,
yeah, but
and
I
I've been
have
wearing the
brought
270s.
on like 4 pair of
I've been wearing,
97.
I've been wearing the 270s though. But go
Come
ahead.
on.
I'm gonna let you. In my Kanye voice, I'm gonna let you rock.
I'm gonna
Ah,
let you rock.
I'm gonna
you
let
ain't got the answers, Cole. You ain't got the answers.
You don't got the answers.
All right, so here we go. Look, in respect, and listen, NBA playoffs are right around the corner. My squad, the Lakers, we locked up the number 1 seed. I appreciate you. So, in respect to the GOAT, I figured what I would do is I would bring out the LeBrons. I'll bring out the LeBrons.
But you said respect to the GOAT.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about right now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
So y'all
Yeah,
just
he was
gonna
on
act
that
like
again.
so y'all just gonna act like he ain't slide that in? You just
Like
gonna
in
act
respect to the GOAT. I'm like, okay, he must be wearing Jordans, but okay, he has on.
See that's the crown right there. That's the
He has on the number 2s. That's good. Number 2 spot.
crown. Listen, number 2s don't get crowns. This is the crown right here.
Ooh. We gonna do this today?
No,
I got
we're not.
time.
That's right.
I got time.
Nah.
I
You don't
got
have to
time.
do that.
We had these debates early on, and we see
No,
who
we're
won
not.
that debate,
All right.
and we see who won that debate.
All right, so we don't got time today. All right, so we're gonna move right along, Jinx. Mute your mic. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah.
All right, I had to go foreign. I went foreign on y'all today. I went foreign.
Oh, you got the big sneakers. You got
The
the
Balenciagas. These
Okay.
are like these are bricks.
Okay.
It happens to
How
have
much they weigh?
What's the
they
44?
weigh the 44. So this is your size. So in European, 44 is a size 11.
Gotcha.
However, that's currently my age right now. So I'm rocking my
Oh.
age on my shoe. So these
What
are
if you like it, you need to buy it in every color. So what's up? You gonna go buy some more?
Michael Barnes. Relax yourself, Michael Barnes.
No, he understands.
First of all, Michael Barnes, and your name is Michael. So again, we know
and that
who the GOAT is.
That goes further to show you that he, even with the name Michael, understands that he's right here.
Michael Barnes, he knows better. He knows better. He's just,
come on.
you know, that's your boy. I get it. He must have been born in it.
No,
he must have born in the 80s as well.
No, he wasn't. And let me just, since I control the comments, let me
don't put that up. Don't put that up.
Let me just put that up.
Oh.
Since I control that, let me just put that up.
Somebody do something about this. I need to get my let me get my note out. Where my note at, y'all? Is that what we want to do today? And should I
don't got time.
Y'all
saw the last dance. Y'all saw the last dance. Y'all know who the GOAT is.
Here we go.
We're not even playing this game anymore.
Here we go. But anyway, nice kicks, everybody. Love it. But let's get into the real stuff.
LBJ to go.
Here we go. Come on, Mike.
LBJ will never sell as many sneakers as Michael Jordan. Ever.
You and Michael Barnes, I'm just like, whatever. I mean,
ever.
I'm gonna just share it. Y'all see me looking to the left over here. It's probably to the right of y'all, but I'm just over here sharing my Facebook.
Do I need to go get my go? You know what?
No, I don't go get nothing. Let's just jump into this spot.
Let's
get the people what they came here for. We want to talk about another disappointing incident that happened in Aurora, Colorado. Now, exactly my thoughts. Now, these cops tormented a family, including a 6-year-old kid, for what? Made them lay face down, hot on the ground for what? Now, Root, since you seems like you I see you got disappointed really quickly as soon as I said the word Aurora. I didn't even get Aurora, Colorado out before you even made a face or even made a size. So what's up?
I mean, this is again a case of these type of stories every week. You know, we had Benjamin Crump on here a couple of weeks ago,
right?
And the fact that when he was throwing out all of those names, man, of those who we have lost due to reckless policing and to basically blatant murders of unarmed people, of innocent people, and we know that it's a trend now. It's like it's trendy.
Right.
So so I mean, but what goes along with that is unlawfully pulling people over, old paperwork or paperwork that's not haven't been, I guess, and I'm trying to get my words here, documented correctly or updated. You know what I'm saying? People not doing their jobs, and then we have people who are over policing.
Right.
So you have these police officers, and I'm using that word loosely, who pull over a black family, pull them over because they heard a motorcycle was stolen. It was something that happened months prior to, and now they just updating it, but they were wrong. Okay. Wrong license plate, all of that stuff. Okay. So and a young. Go ahead. What happened?
You said motorcycle.
A motorcycle.
But we said a family of 6. A family.
Correct.
Can't fit on a motorcycle, correct?
Exactly. They were in a van.
I just wanted to see if I was hearing and reading correctly. Go ahead.
Yeah, and they were in a van, and Brittany Gilliam, she was with her 6-year-old daughter, 6-year-old daughter, her 12-year-old sister, and her 14 and 17-year-old nieces. Okay, so these are all children,
right?
So. Even if something is, because again, it's even if something was stolen, what gives you the right to handcuff children? What gives you the right? Like, you have the forethought to put children in handcuffs
to detain
like
a
who?
6-year-old child.
And again, it's not just one cop, it's a few. It's a few. So nobody thought like, hey, this is kind of crazy. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we should question this adult first.
Right.
But to do that to children, and to hear their screams, and we're about to show you the video, but to hear their squalls, hear their crying, you know what kind of therapy they're gonna need. And now they come in, they apologizing like, oh, we're gonna give them therapy paid for by the state. Look, it's too late for all of that because y'all gonna have to pay for more than some therapy.
You can't reverse traumatization.
You can't reverse trauma. You can't reverse it.
Jinx, and like you said, we got the video. Jinx, you got that queued up for us? I mean, just to show you how we're feeling, and so you can get your own thoughts and opinions about it if you have not seen the video yet. I've seen it. We've all seen it, you know, during research for our show. But I mean, and this is not the first time this has happened in Colorado. And just like Root has mentioned a few weeks ago, we had Benjamin Crump on, and he mentioned Elijah McClain, which his incident also occurred in Colorado as well.
That's right.
But Jinx, if you want to
in Aurora.
In Aurora, Colorado, yes, same city and state. So, Jinx, if you want to go ahead and cue that up for us, just so you know, those who have not seen can see, and those who have seen can analyze. Because you know, at this day and time, you can't even believe, like, you can't make this stuff up. And it's hard to believe that every day we're still waking up and seeing something new that has happened in another yet city and state. Or like in this case, this is the third time this has happened. Not too long ago, and I don't have the facts for it, but I did read something, you know, briefly about them killing another young man, but that was just one cop, but 3 cops, you know, in the Elijah McClain case. So, you know, if you want to go ahead and pull up this, you know, this family of 6 being pulled over.
For those who haven't seen it.
For those who haven't seen it, that would be awesome.
We don't own the rights to the video. This is actually from Attorney Benjamin Crump's page, his Instagram page. So we'll go ahead and show this for you all so you all can see it now.
Get your chair, be ready. I'm telling y'all, this is really disturbing as well. So, you know, is there audio as well?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Okay.
Let me take this off.
Okay, but look at that. There's a family of 6 on the ground, a mother and her children, and the youngest being 6 years old. How do you have the heart to detain that person and not even, you know, pull the mother to a side to have a sidebar and ask her what's going on before you even detain these people?
All right, you can hear it now, Coco.
Listen to the background, guys. Mm. 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 Mm.
Yeah, I think you can stop it.
Okay. Now, as you can see, you know what's going on in the background. Many people are recording. Everybody knows that this is a wrongdoing. A 6-year-old detained in handcuffs with her family, mother, everybody in the back screeching. You know, it looks as if they were being gentle, but I'm not cutting slack on Blue Lives.
No. We're not giving them nothing. We're not giving them nothing. It's no, you can't be gentle and handcuff children.
Exactly.
That don't even to even see that and to hear those wails, that That's inhumane. It's inhumane, man. And it's like I don't understand how they think that's okay. And I'm trying to hold back tears because again, we have children. I mean, Coco doesn't, but she has nieces. I mean, we all have children in our lives. And to the simple fact that could be one of our children, like I'm gonna want to put hands on you, yo. Like I would have probably got shot or killed.
How do you explain to this 6-year-old child who's been traumatized? Not only has she witnessed it, but she's witnessed it firsthand. How do you reverse that, or how do you counsel a child who has been in handcuffs at the age of 6 years old? It's not like I guess we are in Jim Crow times, but how do you expect that kid to respect the law now? How do you expect that kid to look at an authoritative figure at this point? How do you do that? What do you say to your child when you try to, say something to the child when mom tries to say, the police are here to protect us, but at the same time, Mom, you was laying next to me screaming as well.
Well, what's going to happen is she's this 6-year-old child. I pray against it, but the propensity that would happen is the fact that she would forever be afraid of the police. It would not be a situation where she would respect them, but she would rather be afraid of them. And that's talk about post-traumatic stress disorder. I mean, that is something that is real, and it's something that this 6-year-old girl has to deal with, for the rest of her life, unless she has some type of counseling, unless God would step in and kind of erase that fear, that pain. Because when you think about it, there is a lack of understanding. She doesn't understand why. Why am I face down on the ground? Why is my family face down on the ground? I don't even understand what's going on. But all I know is from the time I stepped in school, because if she was in school, or if she was, is my volume low? If she was in school and if she's heard anything about the police, the only thing that she's heard at this innocent age is the fact that the police are here to protect me. And everything that's taking place in this video contradicts that.
Exactly.
And so now confusion is in. I thought you were here to protect me, but yet I'm face down on the ground and I see people I love, they're afraid. So if they're afraid, I'm afraid. If they don't respect you, I don't respect you. And so now that's the situation. I've got 8-year-old sons. Root, you talk about you being in a situation where you get, dog, I might have been the next hashtag if that would have happened with my boys. I'm telling you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You don't take stuff like that lying down, man. That's crazy.
We're not having that.
No, and like Tahira said, in the stifling heat, like it was hot as I don't know what outside that day in Colorado. But that trauma, you're never going to be able to reverse that. I don't care how much counseling. This young lady, that young kid is going to be traumatized for life. And not to mention with that teenage or adolescent young man was thinking, he's of age where he has been watching what's going on. He's been here since the Black Lives Movement started. So, he is probably out of his mind right now. He probably don't even want to go outside. Like, that's the kind of fear that the police are putting in or instilling in these people now. It's not that I'm here to protect you, and it's not against all cops, but right now that's what's going on, instilling in these kids that the cops are not your friend.
They should be fired, man. They should be fired on the spot. It has to be somewhere. Has to be against the law to handcuff a child.
Right.
A 6-year-old, that girl had the little pink ribbons in her hair. Can you imagine that trauma for that girl? I mean, the other ones are children as well. It's trauma for all of them. But to be 6 years old, so innocent, and to be freaking handcuffed, why would you handcuff a 6-year-old? What is she going to do to you? That's crazy to me. I don't even understand.
There's no recourse.
There's no recourse.
That's what's been the issue. There has never been recourse. No one has ever gotten in trouble for nonsense like this. Then you want to pat me on the shoulder and ask me no.
And let me clear it up. That's the part where I say, I know you all were saying not to be sensitive or whatever, but that's the part where I was saying he was being sensitive. But there's still no rhyme or reason for the reason that they handcuffed a 6-year-old. Now I'm going to be,
and I know what you're saying, Coco, but no, you should have been sensitive in the beginning because it has to be one. It It has to be one person to be like, you know what, this is wrong. I don't care about no code. These are children. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah,
maybe even if you do the adult, you know what I'm saying? But the children, like for what? Why?
If you're looking for a motorcycle, maybe I need to read more. Maybe the motorcycle was registered under the same name as the vehicle. But if you're looking for a registered or a motorcycle, there is no reason you should have pulled over a truck with a SUV with a family of 6 on it. There is no rhyme or reason, no cause, no nothing. I don't understand. I want to see something. I want to see more. I'm going to follow this case thoroughly. I really am. And I'm going to report on this as much as I can. I'm going to follow Benjamin Trump. This is ridiculous. And
you got to stop calling that man Trump.
I'm sorry, Benjamin Crump. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm heated.
That's the wrong name to call him.
Yeah, well, now while you know what? Let's just move on before I get even more upset, because I think we got to come back to him later anyway. But I want to go to the Georgia school system. They sent their kids back. The first day of school was the other day. I looked at the pictures and the video. I saw children, a plethora, a slew, crowded hallway of children. Some masked, some not. Now, if those were high school children, or even they were children in double digits, let's just say that. Right. Okay. Looking at the picture here, according to TMZ, there was a student who took a picture of an extremely packed hallway filled with mostly unmasked students, and that kid was suspended. But before we get to the part that they were suspended, let's just get to the part where, why are there that many people? What precautions did you take? What measurements how did y'all prepare and not prepare for this? How could you absolutely have 150 students in that hallway, just in that picture? And that doesn't even look like the full hallway of the school. Now, we've spoke about this previously, and we talk about it on a college level, letting children go to Atlanta for school. Now, that's just in a high school or middle school. Can you imagine sending your kids to a lower level school? Everything was wrong with that picture. If you send your school to kindergarten tomorrow, do you absolutely think that your child is going to come home with that same mask that you sent them to school in? If they don't have uniform masks?
The issue is, so when you're talking about the younger students, listen. So again, I've got school age children. My oldest are in high school, but I've got school age children where they're in elementary school. Now, Bryson and Kelvin barely wear their mask in the store with mom and dad right there, telling them to keep their mask on. Do you think that during the course of a school day, they're going to lose the mask before they even come home? The mask is not even the mask that we sent them to school with. They're going to come home without it. They're going to lose it. And this is the reality of what we're facing. Like you can't expect for this to be the normal in elementary school. And come on.
I got a nephew. My nephew is 7 years old. He's into superheroes. And there is not one day that I don't think, when they talking about schools reopening, I'm like, my nephew gonna go to school with a mask that he don't like. Somebody's gonna have a Superman mask. They're gonna trade it. He gonna come home with the mask that he didn't even go to school with. I'm just not processing it. And then with the president having a school age child in the Maryland school or the DC school district, they're banned from going to school. They're not going to school. So he wants to open up the school system. His child's not even going to school. How's that going to work?
Or his grandkids. None of their kids are going back to school.
Work? That's not going to work.
Here's the thing, guys. Look, these kids have been out of school for five months. My daughter is starting her senior year. I feel so bad for her, but I already told her those first couple of weeks until they do whatever they're going to do, you're not going back to school. And she's upset. Get it. You got to understand, they haven't seen their friends, especially you talking school age kids and even high school. You're not trying to wear no mask. You're trying to hug your friends you haven't seen for 4 months. You know what I'm saying? You're not thinking about a mask. And even when you wear it, it's temporary. They need to have a plan in place where it's like 2 days on, maybe for the freshmen. Take my daughter's in high school. maybe the freshman and the sophomore, they go to school Monday and Tuesday. It's less people in the school. You do some type of training for, COVID training or something like that. And then the other 2 days, the juniors and seniors come. Maybe it's half day. They need to be talking like that. Where I live at in Bucks County, they just come back. As of right now, the letter we got is come back. That's it.
No. So in Delaware, I'll tell you. So what they're proposing right now, what's on the table, is an A and B schedule. So every child is going to be assigned an A in Group A or Group B. So on Monday, Group A goes to school. Group B learns at home. On Tuesday, Group B goes to school. Group A learns at home. On Wednesday, everybody learns at home. A complete sterilization of the school. Thursday, Group A goes back. Friday, Group B goes back.
Okay,
and so that's what they're looking at in Delaware.
A and B don't even sound like enough anyway. They need like A through F. Like there are a lot of children in the school system. I mean, what's the capacity? I don't know what the capacity is for gatherings in Delaware, but in Jersey, it's dropped down to like 50, I think. So y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, in a school building, I'm not sure what that equals out to. I just think that no one should go to school. Maybe they should just do all virtual learning until we have a concrete plan for children to go back.
Well, that too, yeah, Coco.
I mean, people have small children. Some people have multiple children. Some people have it's just not gonna work. Like, if I have 3 children and they're all going to school on a different schedule, how am I gonna keep them separate in the house?
But get this, the person who posted that picture, the student, she got suspended for 5 days for posting the picture.
Right. So that's how you know it's not right. That's how you know it's not right. Either they're going to try to say that she violated the no cell phone policy of the school. Well, really,
so what about the other person in the picture who has the cell phone out? Did that person get suspended too? Because if I put that picture back up, you're gonna see a second person in the picture with their cell phone in their hand.
So they're really mad at the exposure that they're getting. They're not mad because the kid has a cell phone. They're mad that they're getting exposed. That's the problem. And those kids are in there, with and without masks. That's not right.
But all right, so playing devil's advocate, guys, because again, a lot of people have to go to work. A lot of these parents have to go to work. So what do you say to a parent who has 3 children and you saying they need to go to school virtually, but I have to go to work?
Their supervisor and opt for work at home school. I mean, it's possible. This
thing is tough, man. It is tough.
We're in 2020. It's possible. You can work from home, just like we're working from home right now. You and I are talking. We're congregating. We're not congregating, but we're conversing. We even have an audience, here. Why can't we do this? We can do this virtually. I can leave my computer on Zoom all day if my boss wants me to. But why do I need to expose myself or my children? And like I said, if I have multiple children, then that's a real problem.
It's about leadership at the end of the day, man. We are supposed to be so further along in this pandemic than we are. And it's about to be another wave. And this thing probably won't be going away for a very long time. And it's sad. And, you can say what you want. I know a lot of people had gripes with Obama. But for the most part, when our backs were against the wall, when we were up against another recession, it was a big recession. I remember I felt it. Man, that when he did that whole bailout, that was crazy. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? It worked. And we got back. When SARS came around, that was a big thing. You know what I'm saying?
Zika.
The swine flu. But that stuff was taken care of quick.
Zika virus.
This Zika virus, it was so many things that could have took us out just like this. But it was handled. And it was handled with dignity. You had somebody who had respect, who knew how to talk, who knew how to communicate. Man, we have somebody he's an idiot, man. He's an idiot. He can't even speak well. Right. So if you have somebody who can't speak well, he's ignorant to what the common folk go through. You know, he just worried about, oh, jobs. We got jobs. Jobs are back. Yes, America's back. Make it great again. And when that's all you're thinking about, everything else is going to fall to the wayside. And then what's going to happen is, you know, hopefully this will be put into another president's hands. But they're going to, you know, if it is, then they're going to have to clean this up because we still going to be in it. We got 89 days left, guys. I'm just saying that. 89 days left before we vote.
Here's the reality. So in Delaware today, the DIAA, which is the board in Delaware that governs the schools and the athletic association, they pushed sports back. They postponed sports. There are no fall sports. So if there can't be fall sports, why can there be fall classes? You don't trust kids coming into the school to learn. So you're telling me that the football team can't play football outside?
Well, guys, that's something that we're just going to have to keep on top of. And like I said, I pray for you all who do have school-age children, whether they're 5 or, 19. I'm just sorry. I don't know what state you would be in or, where you must be boggling right now. But, we'll have to follow up on that. And again, we're going to move on to another story. Let's talk about Shaheen Mackey at the Luzerne Correctional Facility in Pennsylvania. Like another tragic incident, at the
This is crazy, man.
Of the police officer or correctional officers at this point. It's all levels. So, Jinx, go ahead and give him the backstory on Shaheen and,
All right, so the Luzerne Correctional Facility in Luzerne, Pennsylvania, there was a man by the name of Shaheen Mackey. He was arrested. Don't really understand what he was arrested for at this point because when the news broke just about him being lynched and murdered by the officers in this correctional facility. Now, we do have video.
Okay, rewind. Don't act like you ain't just say those 2 words. Go ahead, go back.
I know. Yeah, in the correctional facility, he was lynched and murdered in this correctional facility. Now, here's the reality of this. We do have video of this. Now, it's a 5-minute and 11-second video, which I'm not going to play all of it. But I want you to understand that this video is extremely graphic. Now, if you have young children or you don't want to see this, please be advised that it's best that you leave and come back in about 65 seconds. I'm getting ready to show you can be extremely disturbing. So as they say on television, viewer discretion is advised.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now, what is taking place in this video, and I'm going to stop the video now, but what is taking place in the video is the reality is this man is literally coming in and he is having a seizure. And what the police think, or what the correctional officers think, is that he's literally just spitting to spit. Now, he's having a seizure, and so that's why you see the white mask on his face. Now, the problem with this is that when someone is spitting and the spit mask is put on their face, they tie it on, their hands are already in cuffs, so there's no way they can remove the mask. But in this video, what you see is them literally holding the mask, suffocating him, and you can see his legs moving. And I don't know if you all heard what I heard, because I don't know if you were able to hear it, but he's basically saying that he's having difficulty breathing. They're saying, breathe, breathe. If I would have let it continue, you would have seen them tase him. And this is very, very disturbing. Now, what goes on in that video, which I'm not going to show here tonight, you can go to Attorney Benjamin Crump's Instagram page and you can watch the video yourself. What goes on further in the video is they begin to untie him because they realize that he is unresponsive. Later on in the video, they have him laying back, on the ground, face up, doing the CPR compressions, realizing that this man has now died. I don't know what he was arrested for. I don't know what he did. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Once again,
Doesn't matter.
we have a murder, a lynching of a black man in the hands of those who are sworn to serve and protect. Now,
On camera.
Pissed off? I'm sorry. If you can tell what I'm saying, I'm sorry. Because that could have been me. That could have been Root. That could have been my brother. That could have been my cousin. For all of you watching, that could have been your loved one. This is absolutely disgusting, absolutely ridiculous. And the sad part about it is, even though there's video of all 7 to 10 of those Caucasian individuals, none of them are going to be punished.
Nope.
Okay, so you were counting as I was counting while the video was going on. Now, I don't know if you saw me, but I'm sitting there like 1, 2, 3. This man didn't budge at any of them.
This is what I'm saying, Coco.
He didn't resist anything. Now I'm like, in my mind, Jinx don't want to play the rest of the video, but I'm like, go ahead and play it. Expose them. Like,
yeah, play the rest of it.
You know what? Play the rest of it.
Like,
he got tased. Like, bro, like, I'm done. Look how many officers, and then what was the nurse saying? Did you see the little nurse in the beginning? She had on like blue and yellow.
Listen, it's unbelievable, man.
Bro, like,
but at this point, it's believable. It's not even unbelievable.
I mean, it is, but when you see the video, you're just like, wow. Oh, you can tell he's not breathing right there.
Unresponsive.
What the hell you tasing him for now? I'm just done.
Like, he's not moving. I want to see what the part when the taser comes out. He's not doing anything. If we got this video, everybody has this video. If we have it, everybody has it. Benjamin Crump already put it out, so I know everybody has it. What are we waiting on now?
Wait, I'm trying to hear what they're saying, Coco. No, don't panic now.
Can you show the time at the bottom, Jinx? Right, Heather. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, it's an emergency now.
You even heard somebody just use the F word in the background because they know.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the time. And at one point, they weren't even giving him CPR. So now what?
It's like I've come, it's like we seeing all of these things because it's caught on camera, but it's like it's not doing anything but making me pissed off. Because really, what does it do? What, you know what I'm saying? What does these cameras do?
Right.
In essence, but piss us off.
That's another story we need to follow. How many cops were there? They're going to prosecute how many? 3? There were like 10 to 12 there. There were like 12 cops out there. I want all of them. Right, Sarah, like all of this ties into everything. The schools, everything is all.
So, Jenks, can you reiterate this story? Just because there's some people that just came on, and they want to know. I think Tanya asked where this happened.
Sure. So this happened in Luzerne, Pennsylvania, and we're unclear about why he was arrested. We're unclear about what was going on. Sean King was the first person I saw to break the story. The family of Shaheen Mackey reached out to Sean King, and the reports that Sean King gave was, number one, he was tased. Number two, he was tased because he was having a seizure, and they said that he was not cooperating with commands. Now, I've never had a seizure. Okay, I know that when you're having a seizure, that things are happening that are out of your control.
Correct. You
can't control what's going on with your body if you're having a seizure. I'll never forget this. One of my employees was having a seizure in my office about 2 years ago, and he literally dropped to the floor and started convulsing. You think he was in control of that? You think he could control what he was doing? And as a trained law enforcement professional, you don't know the difference between somebody who's not complying and someone who is having a medical emergency?
Correct. Now,
come on.
We're saying,
but Luzerne, Pennsylvania, Shaheen Mackey. If you want to read further up on the story, I didn't see any news outlet break this, by the way. But if you
this happened in 2018, by the way. Thomasina Griffin
just coming out now.
But it's just coming out now. Yeah.
You can go to Sean King or Benjamin Crump. You can go to both of their Instagram accounts, and you can read up further on this tragic situation.
Right. But also from watching, absolutely. Also from watching the video, if you want to help and do things, you can already see that he has a correctional facility uniform on. So there's probably a lot behind that story as well. So we can see if he was already having medical issues and no one, seemed to, help him, and he was just going off. So we got to look into it, guys. And yes, Ebony Witherspoon, they do fear us. They do fear the black man. You could be as gentle as a giant. I know Hassan is about 6 feet. He probably looked like, whatever, but the gentlest guy. My boyfriend, Tashaka, is 6 feet, 1 inch, big beard, brown skin. gentlest guy. Like, don't they stereotyping us because they fear black man? But I want to know what's going to happen with those men. I really do, and I want to stay up on this story, guys. We should definitely talk about this as it goes on. And I want to cry right now. I really do. I'm not even gonna lie.
Next story. I'm just.
Let's just move on. So y'all want to move on? All right, Clinton, your boy Bill Clinton, number what? 43.
No, he's 40.
40.
Well, he's 42.
42. Okay, 42. Matter of fact, number 42. Yes, his speech at John Lewis's funeral. Now, if you all don't know the backstory on that, John Lewis was a congressman who passed away. God rest his soul. You know, on a few days ago, a few weeks ago, and he was, you know, well rested and sent to heaven, sent to the pearly gates by a lot of the past presidents. But Bill Clinton got up there and he made a contrast, rather comparison to Stokely Carmichael, who he had no business even invoking in the speech. So
No.
if you all want to
No.
go ahead and speak on that, yeah, Bill Clinton made a speech and he invoked Stokely Carmichael, who he tried to compare with John Lewis because they were in the same era, coming up in the civil rights movement, you know, trying to make a difference. But they were two different people. And like I said,
yeah, it fell flat.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Bill Clinton had no right even invoking
No.
Stokely Carmichael into the eulogy or into the speech at all. So
it made no sense. Stokely Carmichael, at one point, John Lewis was the president of the Student Nonviolence Coalition called SNCC. Mm-hmm. Stokely Carmichael took that position a few years after.
Right.
But Bill Clinton's point of saying that was, you know, once he took it over, it kind of changed. So basically, now you kind of insulting Stokely Carmichael, and you're doing that because Stokely Carmichael was more militant and he was no nonsense.
Right.
He was not like Martin Luther King or John Lewis. However, King still respected Stokely Carmichael, and I really know this because I just finished reading a book called The Sword and the Shield: The Revolutionary Lives of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. See, people don't know. They know about the Martin Luther King, you know, turn the other cheek, but there was another side to MLK that people don't know about, and that towards the end of his life, he got tired of the bull crap, which is why he was ultimately murdered. So for him to get on a world stage like that and kind of talk like you're not one of us, and I think it's our fault because a lot of us call him the first black president, joking around, tongue in cheek. I remember Bishop Charles Ellis from Detroit did that bull crap at Aretha Franklin's funeral. They're the first black president, like just because Obama couldn't come. You know what I'm saying? I know that was a dig, but y'all with this coon, and it gets on my nerves. Like stop. So he getting up grandstanding, talking about the great Stokely Carmichael. No, you don't have that pass. That what he did is almost equivalent to saying the N-word. Like you do not have that pass. If I talk to Jinx like that, that's my brother. We can do that. You cannot.
Nah.
Let's play this. Let me make sure you guys can hear this.
Just 3 years later, we
got another clip for y'all.
I think we gotta turn it up.
Turn it up a little bit.
Something loud so you can go.
He showed as a young man, there's some things that you cannot do to hang on to a position, because if you do them, you won't be who you are anymore. And I say there were 2 or 3 years there where the movement went a little bit too far towards Stokely, but in the end, John Lewis prevailed.
So I don't know if you all could hear it, but the reality is that President Clinton was speaking about the different leadership styles and how President Clinton did not like the fact that the movement shifted when Stokely Carmichael took over. But the reality is that after John Lewis had it. But first of all, there's no reason to even talk about Stokely Carmichael.
Hello.
Stokely Carmichael is not the one that you are speaking about. You are not speaking well about John Lewis by degrading Stokely Carmichael. You can speak well about somebody without talking down about somebody else. If I'm going to celebrate John Lewis, and if I want to talk about Snake, I'm just going to talk about the fact that John Lewis took that organization to the next level. The organization was run smoothly when John Lewis was the head of the organization.
Exactly.
And you ought to celebrate John Lewis as for everything that he had done. Period.
You're too comfortable.
Come on.
No, and
You're too comfortable.
It's the balance between, celebrating a life well lived and just celebrating the mourning of a loss. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
One doesn't have anything to do with the other. And, in both traditions, then and now, they both made it possible for us to recognize that Black lives do matter. And if all of you are all watching and we're talking about, I done lost track.
Put Heather's comment up. That last one.
Which one?
Because that's the total truth, man. When you invite them to the cookout.
Yeah, they get comfortable.
Like he's too comfortable. He's too comfortable. And I was so mad because I saw that in real time. I'm watching this man's funeral, which is beautiful. I'm watching my president come out there with all the swag in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then this guy, and don't get me wrong, I like Bill Clinton, but he did some shady stuff too in his presidency that came out later. And we ain't gonna talk. We know about the other stuff he did while he was in the White House. But bro, who you think you are? Talking about Stokely Carmichael, you don't have that right.
Yeah,
too comfortable.
Like if you all don't really know why you say a lot of stuff, and some of us just say things because we just say it or we hear other people say it. But Stokely Carmichael is responsible for when we say Black Power. He is the person responsible for that. But
right, I'm gonna let you finish.
It's the difference, between Black Power and Black Lives Matter. Now we gotta see that we gotta make other people or other races understand that Black lives matter. All lives matter, but Black lives matter. We gotta make y'all see that. So Stokely Carmichael was strictly Black Power, whereas John Lewis, who they were eulogizing, stepped over into the political field to try to help us. So it's like apples and oranges. There's two different things. Like he shouldn't have even invoked that man's name in that.
He shouldn't have.
At all. Like
he shouldn't have.
And no disrespect to Bill Clinton, but he lost some major points with me on that.
He did. And the thing, Coco, this is the thing though.
Definitely.
This is the thing. When we make them comfortable, it's fine. Like you can be a Martin Luther King Negro, but the moment you're a Stokely Carmichael Negro, then it's a problem. Yeah, and that's for those who even supposedly love us. Like Clinton's supposed to be down with the blacks, right? But no, it goes back to that. When you make them uncomfortable, and if Stokely Carmichael ain't never, killed nobody. He was just militant. Like, no, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. You shoot me, I'm gonna shoot you back.
Real
and what's wrong with that?
Stokely Carmichael was Huey Newton reincarnated.
Right.
Say that again.
Right.
Stokely Carmichael was Huey Newton reincarnated.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
You don't bang with Huey Newton, you're not gonna bang with Stokely.
No.
There you go.
It's like
but the reality of this is that it gets to a point where Black and brown people are tired of turning the other cheek and just saying we'll understand it better by and by.
By and by.
Like you get tired of that. And so this is the reason why you got cats like Huey Newton, cats like Stokely Carmichael. And there's another cat that's out here in Delaware right now, and I won't say his name, but he's another one who's like that because he's like, yo, we can't be their friends. No. Because when we make white people, Caucasians, whatever you want to, when we make them too comfortable, they tend to take that to another level.
Yeah, man.
And then get upset if we address their disrespect as if being cool with them gives them a pass to be disrespectful. It don't work that way.
It don't work that way.
It don't.
So
them comfortable.
Stop it, Clinton.
Not bring the potato salad. Like, stay in your lane. Like,
We
even
off that.
invited. But yeah, we're off that. Let's move right on. So, I mean, what about Trump's we can't even get off it because now we got Trump respecting John Lewis. Like, what's up with that? Like,
you know what?
And I don't want to stay on this long.
All right, let's move.
I'm gonna say this and I'm done. When I saw the video of this interview on HBO, and I love the fact that the guy who was interviewing Trump did not let him off by just allowing him to continue to speak. He would talk over him like, "Nah, bro, you're not moving from this topic."
No.
Now he says to President Trump, he says, John Lewis's body is, as we speak, lying in state. Mm-hmm. Are you going to go visit? No, I don't think so, because John Lewis didn't come to my inauguration. He didn't come to any of my State of the Union speeches, and that's his right to choose. But I think he made a great mistake, because I've done more for Black people than what?
This man is out of his mind.
Are we kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? Bro, I'm sorry. If y'all have never seen Jinx like this, I'm sorry. But these are the kind of things that get me hot. They make my blood boil, because it's blatant disrespect, Coco. It is blatant disrespect. And the disrespect has become the norm. What do you do when the norm is idiotic? What do you do when the norm has become idiotic? Where it's idiotic. People would have never expected for someone in the highest office, the leader of the free world, to speak like this. Other countries right now are like, the United States is an absolute joke.
It's a joke. It's a joke. How do you even? Because come on, guys, this is politics.
Come on,
Hillary Clinton. The way she came for Obama during that first run in 2008 was historic. Like, she tried to tear that man down. And what does he do? Make her the Secretary of State. This ain't personal. This is business. May the best man win. So you that petty? You that petty, bro? The way Kamala Harris chopped down Joe Biden. But guess what? She could very well be his candidate for VP. Because it's business.
I'm glad you said that, so we can get off Trump.
Just segue right into it.
And his respect for John Lewis. Let's just move right on to Kamala Harris, because guess what? She's definitely the best candidate right now. I like her. Out of all the 10 that I've seen, she got it hands down.
Kamala Harris. I said this last week and I'll say it again. Kamala Harris will eat Mike Pence alive.
Oh, forget about it.
Every single debate, in every single category, in every single way. I promise you, if Joe Biden is smart and Kamala Harris is his pick, whenever they have the VP debates, I'm going to be laughing, because Kamala is going to destroy Mike Pence.
Yes, every platform he got.
Destroy.
And the fact is, or not even the fact, but the reality is right now, Mike Pence don't even have facts to go off of right now to proceed to be the next vice president, even if 45 was to win. Look at their stats right now. Look at what the country's going to. Look at the education system. DeVos don't have nothing.
Their stats are not great, guys.
Ben Carson, he ain't got nothing for us. Nobody, none of their cabinet members. And I only knew Ben Carson not because he's a cabinet member, because I had to do a summer reading on him because he was a brain surgeon. Now, how is he the head of?
We loved him then.
Right, but how is he the head of HMFA? He has no facts to go off to tell us anything. Betsy DeVos has nothing.
Yeah,
HUD. Okay, I'm sorry. HMFA that's what it's
urban development.
Right, but that in New Jersey we call it HMFA, but it's like the housing kind of thing. So it's kind of a different acronym. There you go. But he doesn't have any credentials in the housing authority. Betsy DeVos doesn't have any experience in the education department. None of his cabinet members have any experience in the field that they have been appointed to. So Kamala Harris is going to destroy Mike Pence even if he get advisory from those other cabinet members on what their program or their shop is doing, she's gonna demolish them. They're not gonna have anything.
He can't go toe to toe.
And let's not forget the fact that because Root, you alluded to the fact, and so did you, Coco, that the numbers are down for Trump and Pence. So let's not forget what Trump is trying to do with talking about pushing the election back.
Oh,
that ain't because of coronavirus, bro. That's because you're losing and you don't feel that you have momentum going into the election. So you're trying to postpone it. Not happening.
It's about to be dangerous, guys. It's about to be dangerous because this voter suppression stuff is real. They're trying it. My boy, I'm in a book club on Tuesdays, and it's all brothers, and we reading this new book now. And he's in St. Louis, so Tuesday was their day to vote, and he said he went to go vote, and they had his name spelled. They had his name, but his middle initial was wrong, and they tried to send that brother home. Now he said, "I've been voting here for years since I was able to vote. I've been voting here, and they had my name correct. All of a sudden now, my middle initial's wrong." And he said they tried to send him home. He said, "Bro, I was about to get arrested because I turned that place out, and they had to let me vote." But again, they already trying it. So think about somebody who maybe like an old lady, you know what I'm saying, who don't got that fight. She gonna get there. "Oh, Miss Emma, this is, your name is spelled wrong. It's not. It's one M and yours is with two." You know what I'm saying? And they gonna send people away. This is what they're trying. So we gotta stay woke. We need more young people at the polls working. Because another friend from that same book club, he's in Brooklyn. He sent us his thing today. He said, "Yo, I'm working the polls." He was like, "They need more young people because when you go, it'd be a lot of older people." You know what I'm saying? So we need to infiltrate.
Right, because
so we gotta be woke when it comes to this election, man.
Young folks aren't interested in the politics like we do. We just, not we, but a lot of them just want to live their best life, and they're not interested. And a lot of the politics they feel like is devoted to the older crowd. But that's why I say we got to use this platform to do what we can do. I got voter registration forms everywhere.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if I could. I'll work the polls.
Me too.
I would do that.
You don't have to work. Just see where you can get folks registered. Let's use the platform for. I mean, do it by all means. Yes, you can. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say no, but let's use this platform too to get people registered to vote too. Like, see, if we can do something.
Absolutely.
But like this is a big deal, guys. I don't know if y'all want to end it here, but we can move on to
We're moving on to B7.
Oh, you want to move to B7? Because I was going.
Yeah, I need something.
On a happy note.
All right.
I need something happy.
All right, we're gonna end on the happy note. So B7, if you all don't know what B7 is, if you are a fan of Miss Brandy,
yes,
then y'all know who Brandy is.
Man.
The new album that came out on July 31st, I believe it is entitled B7. She's been not out of the game for a while, but she hasn't had a project that has came out in a while. And she came out
This joint is a vibe, bro.
A vibe.
I want to give some.
Coco didn't listen yet, guys. I'm just letting y'all know. The two guys, it's a vibe for us.
A vibe.
Well, y'all know if y'all hadn't listened, y'all was gonna listen to my voice. So it don't even matter.
This joint,
you don't know. We're talking about this.
All right. So if you just tuned in or you're listening to you heard the music, apparently it's in a song off the new album B7 from Brandy. So you all want to tell them what song that is? Because actually, you played it earlier and I was vibing to it. I didn't get a chance to listen to the album, not because I'm not a fan of Brandy, but I'm working and I'm running around and I'm also enjoying my fishing life that I'm trying to master. I've been trying to master this thing. So,
Hey, Jenks, what's the song you were singing earlier?
Rather Be.
There you go.
Hey.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. The whole album's a vibe. It's grown.
Baby, yeah, I'd rather be kissing you. Baby, yeah, I don't need you. Extra, just give you to me. I'd rather be kissing you. Baby,
Woo!
I think it's crazy though, Coco.
It's the vocals, bro.
It's crazy that the two dudes are rocking out with the lyrics and the words. I love you, Coco.
It's a vibe, bro.
Okay.
It's a vibe. Her
Well, let me
singing,
tell you this.
the melody is dope. It's dope.
Did you just hear how excited he got?
We representing black women.
Because B said
So we don't want to hear nothing from you no more about us not representing black women.
because here we go. And how come you're not representing black women, huh?
Yeah. What you listening to? Rick Ross?
Because it was a black woman. You don't support black music. You don't support black women. I'm feeling some kind of way, Coco. You don't support black women. Come on.
Get your life. As Vina would say, get your life, yo.
All right, first of all, my life is God.
My
life is God. But let me tell y'all this. I've been working 3 jobs in the pandemic, still doing what I'm doing. And I definitely had the opportunity to listen to Brandy, and I had it in my mind, but then I started talking to my grandmama, and we were taking a ride, a little road trip, and I meant to listen to it, and I didn't. So
thank you, Heather.
With the 2 songs that y'all have played, I am obliged to listen to Brandy this evening, and I will definitely get back.
And you have to do a report now. You have to do a report on it. And bring the report back.
I can do that. But look, guys, it's 8:07. I want to do something really, really quickly. Before we log out, I want to say something. My brother and sister, Juan and Kayla, who are
the Baxters,
those
Baxters, have launched a new radio show in LA, and it's called R&P. They reached out to me to do a segment, and I didn't want to spread myself thin and disrespect my bros, but I definitely want to congratulate Mr. Root on picking up a segment on a new radio show.
Yes, sir.
Hey, congratulations, Mr. Root. He's doing it.
Thank you.
You want to run now?
No, I got a show, man. I got a show. The Root Box LA.
My brother has casted a show on the Root Box in LA in LA called the Root Box. So I need you all to stay tuned for that, yo. I definitely want to congratulate you all on that, and make sure you stay tuned because it's going to be a lot more to go with that. We're definitely going to help them, and we're going to promote. But I definitely wanted to big up and show some recognition and acknowledge my bro, Mr. Root, on picking up another.
Thank you, Coco. Yeah, it starts on Monday, August 10th. And it's LA, man. It's gonna be crazy, yo. Like, this is gospel on a whole nother level. Like, the music that they're curating is like your Jordan Armstrong, your people who you wouldn't hear on gospel radio. Like, it's just taken up a notch. It's something different. So I'm good, man. You know, I like to expand the brand, you know, I always say. So I was happy they even thought of me, you know, to come through. You know what I'm saying? So another thing added to the Root brand. I'm excited. We're gonna make it do what it do. More listeners, more ways to, you know, because I already did a lot of my first show, and I'm like, yo, Root Access Live, check us out on Thursday, all of that. So I'm excited. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that handsome guy.
But yeah, no. They called me. I told them I got to get back to them, but I'm definitely proud. When you popped up on my timeline, I was like, yes, bro, do that. So yeah, definitely cool. So proud of y'all. I'm proud of everybody. Like I said, we're doing good in this pandemic. A lot of us are showing our creative or displaying our creative sides. I can't know why.
She's tongue twisted.
Yeah, I can't. I'm proud of us for getting our creative side out. So, Jakes, we definitely looking forward to more from you. You know,
help a Lord.
Shut up.
Yo.
And you keep saying creative, which is why you listen to that Brandy joint, because like Heather said, Brandy is for creatives. I think it's true, because there's a lot of people who was talking about they didn't like it. No. It's for a certain type of listener, man. People who are really musical and love sounds and harmonies, and it's a different vibe. Like you can't. I don't know if you could run to it or work out to it, like exercise. It ain't no real fast songs on there. Probably one or two, but it's a vibe, man. And when I tell you the girl is singing like never before, and the lyrics, like it's dope, man. And it's a breath of fresh air. Because again, a lot of this new R&B music, everything is like the same. The choruses, the lyrics is. That's what I'm saying. There's no substance.
Right. I was saying that tomorrow for the day we was listening to a couple of songs. I don't want to say no names, but all the females sound the same and they all had the same flow, and I couldn't tell who was who.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all want to move on or y'all want to end the show? We got a lot to talk about. I'm telling y'all, or we could just spare them for the week. I'm just telling y'all. What y'all want to do?
I mean, we gotta stay consistent.
Nah, we ain't gonna stay consistent. We gave them a lot tonight. We gave everybody.
We gave them a lot. Yeah, we good. We're gonna stay consistent with our time, is what I mean. So yeah.
Yo, next week, remember, next week we won't be live. I may throw on one of our classic shows.
We'll do a rebroadcast.
But we'll be off live because our producer, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Root, and the lovely wife are taking a well-deserved, well-needed vacation. You know what I'm saying? They're going on vacation. Now, Root, is this for your birthday?
Vacation.
No. My birthday's on December 31st. Okay. So it's not for my birthday. It's we just need a getaway, man. This pandemic has been really, really crazy, and just a break, couple days. We just need a break, a little R&R. So
we won't see you live next Thursday, but don't worry. The following Thursday we'll be back hot. Some hot topics, some things.
And we trying to bring a dope guest on.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We're working on it right now, guys. So
stick with us.
Yep. Well, guess what, guys? It's been another good show with noble dialogue, decent vibes, excessive energy, and I want to thank you all for tuning in. We didn't have a guest tonight, but we did well. And stay tuned for our next guest, like they said. But after all, we'll see you on the 20th, August 20th. We're going to play a repeat broadcast next week, and then we'll be back on the 20th with another live show of Root Access Live. And don't forget to get y'all Root Access Live in. If you got a song or something that you want us to hear or you want the world to see, make sure you join in or email us at rootaccess@gmaillive.com to get your why are you laughing? Don't laugh in the middle of my outro. But anyway, if you want to get your song in, live.com. Y'all looking at the comments. Apparently, I'm not. But anyway, I gotta go. I got things to do. It's 8:00 on a Thursday night. The Versus is on. My family got things going on. It's a Versus.
The Versus is on. What Versus?
It's a Versus battle on right now.
Whoa!
Come on, bro. Where you been
Rick
at?
Ross, the Rick Ross and Future and
Chains, yes.
Oh, I'm not interested. Not interested.
Oh, see, that's why you ain't had no regard for time. That's what's wrong with folks now. Y'all had no respect for time. But we will be back not next Thursday, but the following Thursday. We're gonna take a rest, y'all. Y'all take a break too. But we'll be back with some more great stuff next Thursday, August 20th, 2020. It's yours truly, your girl Coco, my brother, The Root, Mr. Root, and Jinx. Check us out. Bronx is in the building. Trenton is in the building. Delaware is in the building. We out, y'all.